228 new DVE rock stars. That's you donating at 692-8900 at the $10 a month level or above. And if you can do that, that represents the 228 kids that came through the emergency department in just the last 24 hours. If you do that, then Rory Toyota will give us $3,000. Come on, it's easy money. It's real easy. You just gotta go. I just made my one. I was a rock star yesterday, and I just filled out my sheet to be a one-time donator, and then I'm gonna become a rock star 2 times over. But first, the beautiful Alessandra. The beautiful, and I hear talented Alessandra from Sewickley is here. Alessandra Crivelli, how you doing?
Hi.
Hi, you're so funny. First of all, you're like flat out gorgeous, all right? So she's like 18, are you 18?
Yeah.
And do you get Quaker Valley still?
No, I graduated.
You're done?
Yeah.
You're like out?
I'm out.
Are you in college? Or?
No, I'm taking a year off.
Yeah?
I'm actually interning at Osborne Elementary School.
Oh, really? So you get kind of credit for that, or just go on your resume?
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
so it's nice.
Okay.
I can like take a year off and get back.
I love it, because you've had a very crazy busy year, I hear.
Yep.
So can you tell us like what the heck's been going on?
That was May 31st. I had a brain bleed due to AVM, which is something that you're born with, and you can have it like anywhere that you find Aneurysm in your body. And it's like a tangle of veins that are messed up.
Okay.
And so it just burst one day, and I had a bleed, then they had to rush me to children's.
And this was in your head. You had like a humongous crippling headache.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's how you found out.
Yeah, and well, actually, I didn't know. I refused to go to the hospital.
Gotcha.
So I waited it was like 19 hours of blood. And then finally my parents took me and were like, you're not okay, you know, like you have to go to the hospital. So they rushed me here, and then within like an hour I was having a craniotomy. And after that I was fine. I was on they put a shunt in my head to drain out spinal fluid. And then they found another aneurysm on the left side of my head. And they told me I needed to get that fixed in like 6 months or something at Presby.
Gotcha.
So I got that fixed in October, so my year is coming up on the 14th.
Wow.
Yep.
So you had surgery over Presby after all this drama.
Yeah.
Because when you came in with the acute situation with the brain bleed, I guess your brain was swelling or
Yeah.
that's why you had to get the craniotomy and such. Crazy stuff there, girl. My gosh. So you wanted to raise awareness for this situation. Did you meet other people? Have you met anybody else that's had this?
Yeah, I've met a couple families. One of my friends, he had the same thing I had. And we met. He lives in Penn Hills.
Yeah.
So we met, and then there's a couple. I'm actually going to visit Tori that has what I had after this for the first time. So I'm excited for that.
So after they got that under control for you, and then you had this aneurysm surgery.
Yeah.
I would imagine you have to go through rehab and stuff and therapy, because you're messing with your brain there.
Yeah.
So what were your challenges?
I had a stroke the first time in May, so I lost all my right side.
This past May?
Yeah, and I can't write. I can write, but it's really hard for me.
And you're right-handed?
Yeah, and so that kind of put a toll on my art.
Because you're an artist.
Yeah.
And then you have a stroke, and look at what you're dealing with. So the whole right side is weak.
Yeah.
It doesn't function the way you want it to.
And then in October, when I had that done, last October, I had another stroke 4 days later in my speech center. So I had to do speech therapy, physical therapy, OT to do my hand, yeah. But I just want to say that children's made it so much more bearable to have this. I joke with my mom that this is kind of fun to have, you know?
Yeah.
It's all the
Does she go crazy when you say that?
Yeah. And then all the nurses here were so lovely, and it just made the whole stay, the whole thing better. It was all, in a way, it did me good to have it.
It opened up a whole new outlook that none of us could ever see.
Yeah, weeds out the people that don't really care.
Yeah.
You know? And then it's shows you the true people that love you.
And what matters in life.
Yeah, exactly.
I have had people just like you say, fill in the blank, whatever your challenge was. Yours was the brain and the strokes and the rehab and messing up your art for a while and all of that. That was yours, but fill in the blank. I've had people say, cancer changed my life.
Yeah.
My stroke and my brain issues changed my life. My arteries changed. And it made it better in a way. If I could be so bold as to say that.
No, you can't. It's true. It made it a lot better. It makes me want to take time to live, you know, when I'm so young and this has happened.
And you're gorgeous. And you're talented. I'm sure you're talented. I haven't seen your art, but I hear that you're showing your art at Quaker Valley and stuff.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that?
Actually, before I got sick, I was enamored by the brain and the skull.
You're kidding.
And stuff. And all my teachers were like, that's not okay. Like, that's morbid. You can't do that stuff. And then I had this with my brain. So, like, everyone was all freaked out that I was like,
That is so
doing all
strange.
this.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's almost like you knew.
Yeah, that's what they think it was like a premonition. Yeah.
And I have to say, with all the stories I've heard like yours, that this magnificence that you found in life and that you're all like jacked up about it, you know, really like living your life now and everything, I think has to be, and I would imagine you would agree, because of all the work that you do at Children's Hospital.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's just joyous.
It is. And my surgeon, Dr. Green, I met her and I was like, you went into my brain? She's like this cute little girl, and I'm like, I can't like think of that you went into my brain and like snipped out stuff, you know? It was crazy.
Right, and everything else you had to do, you know, with your therapy after your stroke and your stroke, and all the weakness and all that stuff. So you're here today. Did you have an appointment today, or did you just come to talk to us?
No, we just came to talk.
Oh, you're the best. All right, I'll let you go. But I want a photo when we're done on the microphone here, okay? I want everybody to see. See, this is what I mean. She was really hot, wasn't she? She's very talented. So if you like email me the station, if you have like a show of your stuff, I'd love to see it. So, okay, cool meetings. Alessandra Crivelli from Switzerland. Let's hear it for Alessandra.